Welcome to the Internet Roundup series, where I talk about trending things that have happened on the internet every Friday, just to round up the week. Now, in these videos, I won't be talking about the situations too much in detail. You know, I don't want these Friday series videos to be like an hour long because I have to talk about things in detail. So, instead, I'm going to give you the basics of what's happened, and then I'm going to link some really good videos down below. You know, these are going to be videos where I got my information from, and videos that I think do a pretty good job at explaining the situations more in detail. So that's what's up. Now, I know that I missed out on last week's, so I will be covering last week's topics, as well as some things that happened this week, though, to be honest. This week was quite dead, so there's not a lot to talk about, but I hope you enjoy nonetheless. Okay, so let's quickly talk about what the GameExplain situation was. For any of you who don't know what GameExplain is, they are a huge YouTube channel. They've been around for a very, very long time, and there were 3 employees or ex-employees from GameExplain, and they formed this sort of group sort of thing called Good Vibes Gaming, and they were talking about GameExplain, and one of the guys was telling a story about how he only had like a few days to complete, I think it was Final Fantasy or something, for GameExplain. And then the guy's wife, she was the one to actually out the fact that he was getting paid like $1 to $2 an hour. There's a Reddit comment that reads, "I'll say this, if Steve was treated like a person instead of a machine and paid fairly for the amount of work he was expecting to put out, I would have fully supported him staying on at GameExplain. However, for what worked out to be around $1 to $2 an hour between playing through games, writing and producing videos, maintaining and growing relationships with developers, working to get codes for games, etc., I would have been a terrible partner not to encourage him to find a way to continue doing what he loves in a healthy way. Despite, you know, the massive crunch time he had, he was still very much underpaid, and that set the internet on fire a little bit last week. Employees from GameExplain were only getting paid like $1 to $2 an hour for their work, which obviously that's not even minimum wage. Like, who thought that was a good idea? Okay, so that's the TLDR of the whole like thing that went on with GameExplain. He has put out the guy from GameExplain, Andre, has put out 2 apologies. This was the first one. I won't read it out. I'll let you guys pause it if you want to read it out. But basically, it's quite a textbook. It doesn't really go over exactly what the problem was, which I think that's what a lot of people had a problem with. Like, it's very, very vague. And for something as serious as underpaying your employees, like that's something that you gotta address, you know? But he did do that in his second apology, which is actually a twit longer. It's kind of an essay here, which again, I will not read out. I will let you guys pause it if you do want to read it out. I reckon this is a slightly better way of going about things. This could have been done earlier, like it goes more into detail. Like you can see here, he literally explains the $1 to $2 an hour thing. Like, yeah, sure, it's not the perfect response, it's not the perfect apology. It's for not only fans of GameExplain to think about whether they want to support GameExplain anymore, but it's also up to the guys who have been underpaid to, you know, accept it. I didn't watch too much GameExplain. I knew of them because obviously they're massive. I don't think it's my say to say anything apart from give you guys the facts. That's what this series is for, just to give you the facts, not necessarily for my opinion. But yeah, if you do want to read both apologies that he's written, and if you want to leave your opinions in the comments, feel free to. Okay, so let's talk about the vegan teacher for a second here. For anybody who doesn't know who the vegan teacher is, she is a massive content creator on TikTok. I think she has like 1 million followers on TikTok. It's mad. It's really mad. She's basically somebody on TikTok who is a huge vegan. Like, she's very, very proud of the fact that she is vegan. Which is fine. Like, being a vegan is great. I personally couldn't do it. I like sushi way too much, so I could never be a vegan. But yeah, she is somebody on TikTok who is like a crazy vegan activist, which kind of puts vegans in general in a bad light. Some of my friends are vegans and they're honestly really cool people, but this person kind of just makes them seem a bit crazy. But anyway, she got into a bit of I would say hot water in a way last week, because she made a couple of TikToks addressing tommyinnit, who is a 16-year-old, very popular streamer, Minecraft player. I don't personally watch him, but he's huge, and she was making very interesting TikToks surrounding him. I think the most famous encounter is when tommyinnit put out a TikTok saying, "I'm in college and I'm surrounded by women." The vegan teacher responds saying, "You don't have to be afraid, Tommy. Let's find you a nice vegan girl who will treat you right." And then she proceeds to wink at the end. The whole TikTok was unnecessary. There was no need for a wink. And he's 16. You're like, how old? How old is the vegan teacher? She's 56. She's 56 years old. Saying this to a 16-year-old boy. Not the best look. I'm not trying to imply anything malicious here. I'm sure she means well. It just didn't come off too right, you know? It's not a good look. But that's what happened last week. And I thought that whole situation was over. I thought everybody kind of just forgot about it. But then I got notified on my Discord server saying, hey, Gordon Ramsay roasted her. And I was like, what? And it's great. It's a good TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. And that would make me want to go on TikTok just to follow Gordon Ramsay.
Eating animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Hurting animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Share this song, and if you call me a donut, that's fine. Vegan donut.
Oh, that burger was the icing on top of the cake there. You gotta love Gordon Ramsay for that. You just gotta. You know, out of all the people to address the vegan teacher, I would never have expected Gordon Ramsay to. But there you go. Okay, so I've just searched up the vegan teacher on Twitter. This is the first thing I see. Obviously, I'm not gonna take it at face value. I've got my suspicions. I don't believe everything that I see on Twitter, but I thought it'd be worth noting. See, everyone is just like, she's going to jail, she's getting arrested. Do I believe this? I don't. Vegan teacher, jail. So this is apparently what she's supposedly done. I don't know. This was not what I was expecting to talk about today. If she is, she's had a very interesting send-off with all the things that have been happening with her over the past week or so. I guess goodbye. Apparently Dream is trending. Are you surprised that Dream is trending right now? Impeach Biden now is currently trending alongside K-pop. So, you know, the K-pop stans have truly taken over taken over the hashtag. You know, you got pictures of RM here from BTS. You know, you gotta love a bit of RM on the timeline, you know. The Trumpies are fast, but the K-pop stans are faster. Hey, so far I'm literally just seeing BTS. Any other K-pop groups? And there we go, we got Blackpink here we are. Hello. Yeah, if you wanna have a bit of a laugh, you know where to go. Go to the hashtag Impeach Biden now hashtag. You know, we can all have our opinions on K-pop stans. Personally, I'm okay with them for the most part, but I know that a lot of people have their gripes with them, but I think we can all agree that, you know, something that could be taken seriously, like this hashtag, has just been taken over by K-pop stans, and I think that's something we can all laugh about. Now, for some reason, ship dynamics have come back into the landscape of the online world. For whatever reason, it just gives me like Tumblr vibes from back in the day, you know? So everybody over the past like few weeks or so have just been talking about ship dynamics for whatever reason. For any of you who don't know what a ship dynamic is, it's basically just types of personalities, I guess, that you like to see getting together. I guess that's how you explain it. So everybody's just here sharing artwork, outing their favourite ship dynamics. It's all just a wholesome, a big ball of wholesomeness, you know? It's all very subjective stuff, but it's really interesting to see like all the different dynamics people like, and just all the dynamics there are in general, you know? Let's see, the Mario Nintendo Switch. Okay, here we are. It's just a Mario themed Nintendo Switch. It's just red and blue, the standard red and blue. Although the original Nintendo Switch is red and blue. I guess this is for like super hardcore Mario fans who, it's cute, you know? I mean, I'm surprised that an Animal Crossing themed Nintendo Switch came before an actual Mario one, you know? The case is cute. Does it have anything at the back like the Animal Crossing one? Not that I can see. Maybe there is, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there is something engraved. Can you see it a little bit? Like the Animal Crossing themed Nintendo Switch is engraved with stuff. Is that not the case for Mario either? I wouldn't get it. I've already got mine. I've already got my Animal Crossing one. But if you're a hardcore, die-hard Mario fan, and the regular Switch doesn't do it for you, this is definitely something you should go for. You know, just a very simple red and blue design with a nice carrying case. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on Sunday for a fun gaming video.